What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Dante, and I'm back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to women finding out that their man was DL. It's very unfortunate that a lot of women have to go through this. I found some video on TikTok. I didn't watch the whole video, so this is going to be like my real reaction, my raw reaction on these videos or whatever. I love to watch story times in my free time, so I figured, okay, why not make a video reacting to stuff like this? If you are new here, hey, my name is Dante. I love to come on here and have like different conversations with you guys. I do reaction videos like we're doing now, and I do story times here and there or whatever. So if you skim through my content, you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, shake button support. I really appreciate that. I'm on the way to 10K subscribers. And before we get into the video, I want to thank you guys for getting me to 7,000 subscribers. 7,000 subscribers in a week, y'all. Last week I just had 6,000. So we are already like, on the road to success, and I'm super happy. I'm super grateful for everybody that's new here or whatever. I appreciate all of y'all love and support, the comments, the likes, everything. And this is also Vlogmas Day 17.
Okay, so I don't even know where to really start with this, but to all the women who has a story to tell, here's mine. I moved to Columbia, South Carolina from New York. I started working at a chicken factory. It's like a big old factory with chicken. You know, it was a big place, a lot of people. And there was this guy, and I was just so attracted to him. He was definitely nothing like I've ever talked to. I always like hood dudes.
So I'm getting that she met this guy at the factory, and I hate to be that gay. I hate to be that gay to be like, y'all watch out, but no shade, y'all. Like, when I used to work at the warehouse, I used to talk to so many dudes out there or whatever, and they didn't even come off as gay. Like, you got to be careful. I hate to say it like that, but you got to be careful with them warehouse dudes, because oh god, they get around, child. Most of them boys go both ways. It's crazy.
Rough. He had glasses. He was tall. He was dark skinned. He was just different. And I had this thing for him, but I didn't really want to tell him. So long story short, I let him know I liked him. So one day he just put his number in my pocket and he walked off. I called him. Oh, I'm gonna come pick you up from work when you get off. Came and got me from work. Came and got me from work the next day. Came and got me from work the next day. We hit it off. We would spend a night at each other's house. It's like we couldn't spend a night without each other. It was just every night. Months turned into weeks. Weeks turned into, like we was just, that might not be making no sense, but long story short, we was together for 8 months. We together, we doing everything, but something was a little off. He wasn't touching me a lot. He wasn't feeling on me. I could be naked, and it was like, oh, she's just naked. One day, his son was like, Dad, what's your passcode to your phone? So I'm in the front seat, and I'm like, that is something from God that I need to go in his phone. So later on that night, he went to sleep. I went in his phone. I go in the phone. First thing I did was check the internet.
People always say don't check your partner's phone, and I do go by that. But I feel like you should only check a person's phone if you're ready to leave them, because I feel like with a person's phone, even when y'all are together, it is going to be some stuff that you may find in it that's going to piss you off, because it's still their personal, like, that's their personal thing or whatever. So whatever they look up or like, or who they talk to or whatever, like, I don't know. It really can dictate the relationship, but I don't recommend it. But I know sometimes, like, you really do want to, like, see what's going on. Like, are you getting played here? But let's see what else she got to say.
I go on the internet, gay porn. Men on men, hood men on men. Not feminine guys, like rough guys. Okay, what the fuck is this? So now I go to the pictures. There's pictures of naked men. There's pictures of his ass. There's pictures of other men's ass. He was on gay websites. I mean, anything gay, he was doing it. Okay? So, I woke him up with my Timbs on, like a real New Yorker. Get up, I want to fight. What the fuck is this? I wake him up. What the fuck is this? What's this in your phone? And why is it a naked man? And blah, blah, blah. He like this. Looking stupid. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to do. What the fuck is going on? So you like, man, No, okay, but
You're fucking up already by lying to her. Like, you making a situation way worse than what it gotta be. Like, just be honest. I mean, shit, you've been lying this whole damn time, but still, that's crazy.
watching gay porn and you got naked men in your phone and pictures of your ass with the boxes I bought you, suited up, knowing your angles. I'm upset because you know your angles better than mine. Anyway, y'all,
So, was it given he was a bottle child? Oh, God, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I stayed, but I wouldn't sleep with him. He took very good care of me and my son. I mean, amazing man. Besides that shit. Okay, so now it's going into a year. So I'm like, okay, I want to go out of town with my family for a couple days. I go out of town for a few days, calling his phone. He not answering. I call his son. I'm like, hey, is your dad in the house? He like, oh, let me go see. This motherfucker done left his phone and his watch on the bed because we shared locations. So that I could think that he was home asleep. So I come home about a day later. And I go in the laundry room because I like to wash clothes. I go in the laundry room. It's a bag tied in a knot. What's in the bag, y'all? Some shitty ass drawers that he done had on while I was going. Why your drawers shitty? Your ass is loose? Obviously it is. Because what other reason would your drawers be shitty like that? So, you know, I'm like, you still doing the same shit. It's not going to stop. But
Wait, so you stayed after all of that? That is okay, girl. Now I'm looking at you sideways, cause girl, what the hell?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I loved him, so I stayed. Sometimes love will make you do dumb shit. And it made me do dumb shit, which was stay with his ass. So I got in the phone again. So of course the shitty drawers made plenty of sense when I got in the phone. He was on a dating website called Grindr, linked up with some dude that ate his ass. That ain't all he did. If you got doodle in your drawers, he ate it and you tooted and booted it. I'm so mad, y'all. I've been holding this in for so long. I think that I finally found myself again. I'm able to walk around with my head held high. I'm not crying. I'm being social again. I'm not down. I'm not feeling sad. So I felt like I needed to speak about this for all the women that are dealing with down low men. Y'all need to get in that phone. I know phones should be off limits, but sometimes you got to get in that phone. If I would have never gotten that phone, there's no telling where I would be right now.
And see, that's where I wanted to pause at because that's where we have diseases that come in. And I know people gonna be like, "Oh, well, y'all already know this the conversation some gays feel. They feel like a little they get triggered when the whole HIV thing come up, but it's so true. Like, you sleeping with dudes behind your girlfriend or wife back or whatever, then you come back to her sleeping with her. That's like a thing where something can happen. I feel like even cheating on her with a girl, like, you can always bring something back. So you got to be careful.
If he's out there sleeping with multiple men, there's no telling what he's doing, what he could have brought home to me. So I'm glad I got in the phone. Okay, so that was that. Fast forward a few months later. He going out, he not coming in the house. You know, same shit, which I knew was going to happen. He fell asleep in front of the building in the car. I go in the car, and it's Coke with hat like the straw cut. Like he was a pro at it. Okay. He was doing Coke, popping pills, drinking beer, drinking liquor, smoking cigarettes, weed, every damn thing there is to drugs he was doing. I don't do drugs at all. I drink. You out here doing every drug in the world to try to cover up what you got going on. Be yourself. I'm a bisexual woman, but I don't want to be with a bisexual man. If that's you, be yourself, but live in your skin. Don't say.
So it sounded like he was in a space where he probably was dating her. Like, I guess he probably was using her as a beard because, like she said, like, he wasn't really touching on her. He wasn't really feeling on her. It wasn't given. But you know, I think the reason why she probably stayed was because that he was taking really good care of her, like, financial wise. It's unfortunate that she stayed though. Like, I would have left the first damn time. Even just after watching, after even getting on the internet and seeing his history or whatever, I would have hauled ass. But I don't know. It's crazy.
Out here and pretend that you want to be with a woman when you know you want to be with a man. That's dangerous. All I'm saying is I learned my lesson. I'm very cautious on what I do. Ladies, please be careful with these men. I take HIV tests on the regular. I'm clean. If y'all don't believe me, I can show y'all my results. But I'm living proof of never judge a book by its cover. I thought that he was just so sweet. I thought he was going to be my husband. I just felt like he was just so perfect until I got on that damn phone. He was not perfect at all. He was a hot ass mess. I'm like kind of scared to, date again. I think every damn body gay now. You gay? And I'm just coming out asking people they gay. They like, girl, don't ask me that. But I mean, I've been through some shit. So I'm scared and I'm gonna ask because, I've been through a lot. Ladies, that's my story. It's a whole lot more. I'm trying to make it short.
It's unfortunate though that some women have to go through this. And y'all, I think the most unfortunate thing is women out there right now that has a boyfriend or a husband, whatever, and they're out there doing their thing with other men and they don't even know about it, haven't even found out or whatever. So you got to be careful. Lord have mercy, you got to be careful out here. But that was a good story. It's messy, but it was good. Let's see what else we got, child.
Y'all gotta be careful. There's a lot of DL men that's in the closet right now. And how I know? It's because I was dealing with one. Now, let me tell y'all exactly what took place. Me and this man was seeing each other for about 6 months. Literally, 6 months, right? He was taking me out on dates, buying me things, doing things for me, and vice versa. Now, I was coming out of pocket for like dinner, lunch, things like that. And we even went on vacations together. Multiple vacations. We was going to take it a little bit further, but I was like, no, let me go ahead and heal from the situation I was in before because I used to be married or whatever, right? So he agreed. Everything was going good. Everything was fine. I mean, like, it was just perfect. But the only thing that got me was not the feminine ways that he had because he was a little, he was raised by his mother and a whole bunch of sisters or whatever. But at the same time, it's like I can feel it. I can just feel that he had something going on with him.
I don't believe in that when she said something about he grew up with a lot of women, because I have two brothers, y'all. They grew up around nothing but women or whatever, and they do not act feminine whatsoever. They not flamboyant. Like, it's not. I don't really believe in that kind of stuff, but I get what she's saying at the same time.
And plus, I wasn't giving him none. But that's neither here or there. He treated me like a queen. He treated me like a queen. He treated me real good. Nobody has ever treated me like a queen or treated me this good in my life when it came to a relationship. So, I'm all happy and everything. I'm like, ooh, this my man. This gonna be my man. We ain't gonna put no label on it yet. I still gotta know him inside out and he still gotta know me inside out. Everything was going good. Everything was going fine. Like, I literally caught feelings for this man. Like, caught feelings. So then I went ahead and met up with him not too long ago, right? Met up with him and said, okay, let me go meet up with him or whatever, because I didn't feel comfortable with him coming over to my place like that, even though we were seeing each other for 6 months. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't even feel comfortable with going over his place. It was more so like we going out, doing this, doing that. Hell, I can go to the park for all I care. Look, a date is a date. Now, mind you, even though I did not go to his house, he gave me a key. And I remember the 3rd month into our situationship, he gave me a key. And I'm going to call it a situationship just because it wasn't a relationship yet. I was trying to get there. We were trying to get there, or was I trying to get there? But anyway, in my mind. But it was a situationship to me. We wasn't in a relationship. So
Where she fucked up, I hate to say this, but I feel like women, if you made it this far to the video so far, I feel like you need to trust your instinct too, like your intuition, whatever how they say. You need to trust that because, honey, this is the second girl that I done seen so far. I watched their story time, and before they could even get into the part where they found out he was gay, they had already had a feeling something wasn't right. So just trust your intuition, y'all, because that intuition, that shit do, it's true. Trust it. Just trust it.
boom, he gave me a key. I said, let me go ahead and surprise this man real quick. I ain't had nothing in my hand to give him or nothing, but I said, let me go ahead and surprise him. He wasn't at work, none of that. So I'm all happy. I goes to his house, right? Opens up the door. Not slowly, because I didn't know if he was messing with somebody else, this, that, and the third. In my mind, he wasn't messing with nobody else, because in my mind, he was in love with me. You know what I'm saying? And so was I. Well, no, I wasn't in love with him. Let me not even lie. I had feelings for him. That's the right word. I opens up the door, right? I didn't even call his name. I just walked in. And I was walking all over the place and everything like, oh, he got a nice home. Because you really don't see too many men with a nice home. You really do not see that. You know what I'm saying? He had a little females touch and everything. Like, okay, damn, he got it going on. I goes up the stairs. I goes up the stairs. I didn't creep. I walked up the stairs, right? It could have sounded to me like nobody was there. I opens up the door. I opens up the door. Let me get myself together. Let me bring it down a notch because I already knew. And what do you know? A whole man was in that bed. A whole man. This wasn't no random female. This wasn't no female period. This was a man. A whole man. I was shocked. I wasn't surprised, but I was shocked. I sat there like this. I didn't say nothing. I sat there just like this. Are you serious? And you know what's crazy? They just kept on going. They kept going. And I'm like, hold on. So you
That shit probably felt too damn good. I've been there before. Not in a situation like this, but a situation where you got caught when you still going because it just feels too good. That's crazy, Lord.
didn't hear me open up the door? I know I ain't go like this. I opened up the door regular. And they just kept on going. So you know what I did? I wasn't going to jump over the bed and get the other person. I wasn't doing none of that. I wasn't doing none of that. So as I proceeded to close the door, that's when the one guy said, So I said, you know what, sir, I ain't finna argue with you. I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't doing it. You know, so he want to go back and forth with me and stuff like he's a female and all that other stuff. The other one that I'm supposed to have feelings for, like, oh, it ain't what you think. Oh, then what is it? So I ain't have time to hear no explanation. You know what I did? I up and left, took my stuff, and I was gone. All I've been getting is messages, phone calls, all types of stuff. I was gone. When I tell you I got in that car and I zoomed off, I zoomed off. Females, be careful. If your gut is telling you something wrong, something is wrong. It's a lot of DL men out here. It's a lot of them out here that's messing with females and then going back messing with men. So I'm so glad I did not let this man touch me. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm so glad I did not let this man touch me. I dodged the bullet. I was catching feelings for this man. You could have told me that you was like that.
They're never going to tell y'all that they like that. Like, I hate when they say that because it's like they're never going to tell you. And if it's just never going to happen. Because if they tell you, then what? You going to leave them alone? Like, y'all got to stop acting like, dudes. I'm going to do a video on that too. But these dudes don't be feeling safe. That's why they go on a DL anyway. So what they look like telling you the truth? Mm-mm.
You know, we could have been just friends, nothing more, for sure. And I'm tired of these men out here tricking us females, thinking that we the only ones. You get what I'm saying? Now, if it's with another woman, we can get past that. You get what I'm saying? After some time, we can get past that. But with a whole man, ladies, even the men, I know y'all can relate. I know y'all can relate. I was so embarrassed, even though nobody was around. But it's just the humiliation part of it. You know what I'm saying? This man could have told me. He could have sat down and told me. We could have had a conversation. But he wasn't trying to give me a chance. I'm not one of those females, them type of females that like that type of stuff. Because you got some females that actually like that type of stuff. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just nasty and disgusting.
How I found out
Story
my ex
time
was
on how I
DL.
found out the nigga that I was talking to was DL. So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. He approached me, we exchanged information, we started texting, and he wasn't my type initially. Like I really did not want to talk to him at first, but what drew me to him was he was so sweet, because I usually would go for the hood type. Like I would go for the more aggressive kind of guy. And he was a sweetheart. He didn't call me out my name. He was soft spoken. And it was crazy because I got out of a situation with somebody that did me dirty and he died. So I was fake like going through something, and I was praying to God, telling God to send me somebody that's genuine. But you know what they say about the devil, they creep in when you're vulnerable. So when he came to me, I was like, you know what, maybe I should try something new. Maybe God is trying to tell me, try a different approach, try a different type of guy. So like I said, back to the story, we're texting. We talked for like 6 months before I even met up with him on LinkedIn. So
I'm sorry, but she is beautiful. Like, oh gosh, she looks gorgeous. We love that.
mind you, we're talking on the phone every day for 6 months. We're building a bond. We laughing with each other. We telling each other our deepest, darkest secrets, whatever. So I thought. And it's like everything I told him, when I told him deal breakers, he would agree. You know what I'm saying? Like when I told him things I didn't like, he would say it's things he didn't like as well. When I told him shit that I've been through, he would give me a story similar to that, like try to compare our trauma and say, oh, that's something that he also been through. So it manipulated me into thinking that he was my kind of guy. So fast forward, I'm gonna just put this in so that everything would tie in together. The relationship we had, we didn't go through each other's phones. That wasn't the dynamic. But it started one day when we got into an argument over something. And I was texting somebody and I was laughing. So he grabs my phone and run into the other room and lock himself in the room with my phone for like 30 minutes. He's going through my phone. He's reading all my text messages, girl group chat, looking through my pictures. Yes, it was shit in there because at this point, we're talking. Like we're still in the stage of talking. So but he invaded my privacy.
That's the thing. I feel like when it comes to a person that you're talking to, that you're getting to know, me personally, I feel like y'all have to have a conversation about y'all being exclusive. I feel like that plays a major role because even though I'm the kind of person where I only can date one person at a time, it's still necessary to have that conversation. Like, okay, so like, are we getting to know each other? Are we only getting to know each other? Are we getting to know each other and other people? Like, what is this? Like, I feel like people need to have conversations like that before even, thinking about whether you're in the talking stage or y'all making it official. Like, y'all need to make sure that conversation is had.
And that's when I started, you feel me? I'm like, okay, since you want to do that, since you want to go through phones, I'm going to start going through phones too. So fast forward, a couple days after that, I went through his phone and I saw he had a kid. I saw he was having conversations with his child's mother, but they was having conversations like, I love you, conversations like, can I come see you, shit like that, like they was in a relationship. And when I approached him about it, he would say that she's mentally unstable and she was schizophrenic. So of course my stupid self believed him, but come to find out she really is schizophrenic, but he was still schizo-tapping it though. He was still schizo-tapping it. So fast forward, I'm finding out she come there, she be linking up with him, she be spending nights, all types of stuff. So they already have, like, they have a family dynamic going on. They have a relationship. Even though she's so-called mentally unstable, he would make it seem like when she was texting him certain things that I would see, he would put it on her mental illness. But really, he was entertaining her. One day, I went through his phone again. And the reason why I went through his phone is because his baby mother sent him another text message that made me uncomfortable that he brushed it. Now it's like, okay, you're raising red flags. So come to part two. This shit getting too long.
Why I felt like she was gonna do that. Hold on, y'all. Now I gotta go find her damn thing. Lord have mercy. Come to find out, everybody eats.
My ex is
Okay. So
DL
I go
part
through his
2.
phone. I end up finding out that him and his baby mother are doing it on a frequent basis. She's coming over. She's making chicken, rice, and beans. My forefathers was with me this night. Chicken, rice, and beans, a whole bunch of shit is going on. But fuck that. I don't even care about that. Let's really get to the story. It was the next text message thread that was there, but it went over my head because I'm so worried about what he got going on over here with this girl that I'm not even reading between the lines. You feel me? I'm not even reading clear handwriting that's right in front of me. Oh my God, this man was in so deep. Anyways, back to the story. The text message thread goes something like this. I'm not going to say no names. Hey, the person texts him, hey, it's me, Sabrina. He says, Sabrina from where? The person says, from Tamia. He says, oh, hey, you're gorgeous, by the way. The person says, thank you. Then the person texts him again, what you doing? Then the person texts him again, hey. But he doesn't respond. So before I even approach him about it, I'm on Google. What is Tamia? I'm thinking maybe it's a street, a restaurant, a country. It gotta be something, right? You feel me? And it's so crazy because every time I typed it in, for those who don't know, Tamia is an LGBTQ dating app. That kept popping up. Like, I seen it like on the second answer, Tamia LGBTQ dating app. But it's not registering because I had no experience with dating apps at the time. And I'm just not thinking this is what it is. Like, it's not clicking. It's not clicking at all. Yo, that shit is so funny to me. It's not clicking. So I asked him. I'm like, what is Tamia? He goes to say Tamia is a smoke shop that he met somebody at and exchanged information with. So I'm like, oh, okay. Boop, hangs up. Back on Google Maps. Smoke shop Tamia. I'm searching so deep. Damn near hit the dark web. No smoke shops named Tamia. Come to find out, I decide to call the number. When I call the number, it told me everything I needed to know. It confirmed that the Tamia that this person was talking about was the dating app because the voice of the person, like, it was, you could tell it was a male, but it had a feminine tone. Like, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, then I'm hysterical. I freeze. I stop. Like, I was in awe. I was in shock. He's hysterical as well. Oh, he didn't know. He only going to Tamia for lesbian women. He hooked up with lesbian women on Tamia. Why the fuck would a lesbian woman make a profile on a dating app to find other women to fucking link up with you? Are you dumb? So anyways, I was the dumb one. So he's crying. He's hysterical. He didn't know. He was tricked. Or, like, he don't know what happened. He was tricked. He's not involved. Boom, boom, boom. Fast forward, right? Let's get to the part where you guys are going to cry for me. I'm telling you right now. That man is different. Ladies, guard yourself, protect your heart. These men will use you to cover up what they really like. And not only that, when we're infatuated with somebody, we tend to get dumb. We tend to ignore these signs. We tend to let red flags pass us by. And we cannot do that. We at war right now. We at war. It's us versus them at this point. It's us versus these niggas. They will manipulate us. They will drag us through the mud. They will lie. And he was a pathological fucking liar. Come to find out when everything came from under wraps, when the truth came out, that man was a pathological fucking liar. He couldn't tell me the sky was blue and I would believe him. I would go outside and look up. That's how bad it was. But let me tell you, when it all was said and done, and I'm going to tell you what that man did to me.
Okay, so... Damn, she got a part 3. Girl, I don't know if I can watch all that now. God damn it. Let's watch it, y'all. Fuck it.
So I'm going to skip over everything that happened after the text messages, and I'm going to get straight into what really told me everything that I needed to know. So we ended up meeting up one day to talk, but it was really nothing to talk about because after the text messages, red flags is high. Like, I'm not even fucking with it for real. He was sick. I was sick. I went to Golden Crust to get a soup. I got myself a soup and I got a soup for my best friend's mother because she just had surgery and she wanted soup. She lived around the corner from Golden Crust. So I drive up to her house. He took NyQuil, so he's asleep in the passenger side. So I'm like, I'll be back. I'm running upstairs to give my best friend mother her soup. So I run upstairs and I see his phone there and I take his phone with me. My best friend is upstairs. I'm scared. I'm shook. Girl, when I tell you buttholes of all shapes and sizes was in there. Anyways, I'm scared. I'm shook to open that phone because I don't know what I'm going to find. I'm already finding another little goofy shit. So it's like, oh my God. I open the phone. I go through his text messages. All I see is him and his baby mother, regular schmegula, whatever, sneaking and geeking. Which, okay, cool. I screenshotted that, sent it to myself. I went to his Facebook. I didn't see nothing. I went to his Instagram. I didn't really see much. I should have went to the recently deleted, but I didn't think of doing that at the time. Then I went to his Safari. Let me tell you something, ladies. Go into that Safari search history. Yup. Look at what that man is searching up at nighttime. When night creeps in, look at his search bar. What he typing in the search bar. What he want to see when the sun come down. Yes. So that's what I did. And lo and fucking behold, TS, 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 every fucking where. TS galore. But at the time, I did not know what TS meant. Because like I told you, I'm not really familiar with this stuff. I never dealt with nobody. Or I'm not going to say everybody I dealt with didn't do anything crazy in their lifetime. But I never caught nobody doing it. So it was like, I started clicking the profiles. Girl, when I tell you asshole galore, it was all types of buttholes, all types of shapes and sizes, buttholes with hemorrhoids, BBCs, big BBCs. I'm talking about, I'm like, oh, screenshotting, sending it to myself. Cleaned the Safari. I'm going down months. This man was every night for the past couple weeks. TS, booty holes, twinks, you fucking name it. He was into it. So then I'm like, let me dig some more. I go on his Cash App. I see he have a subscription with this thing called Badu. It's another app called Badu. So I search up Badu, which is a regular dating app, I think, but I ended up going on it. I typed it in his search bar and he was still logged in his account. I'm going to show y'all the screenshots in a minute. I'm not going to reveal no names. I'm not going to expose identity, but I'm going to show y'all the screenshots in a minute. He was logged in the account. He was texting, trying to get meetups, trying to link up. How you paying for a subscription so they could find people in your area? Yes, he was in deep. He was in so deep. He was swimming. He was in so motherfucking deep. Oh my fucking God. So I'm screenshotting everything. I'm sending it to myself. Then I go to his app store. Ladies, go to the app store. You know how when you download an app and then you delete it, it's a little cloud with the arrow pointing down? Oh, I type gay in it. Yo, I type gay in it. Tell me why it said gay grinder, gay dating with the cloud, transgender dating. I'm like, I scroll down. He had like 10, 20 deleted apps. Baby. I couldn't even screenshot no more. It was like, what am I here for? I went through the pictures. I ain't see nothing. But then I started hearing him pressing my honk. He was honking my horn. He knew that phone was gone. He was scared. He started honking my horn. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going through this phone no more. Yeah, I'm gonna need that man out my vehicle. So I asked my best friend and her mother to please come downstairs with me. Go to part 4.
Okay, if you watch all the way through or whatever, I'm gonna put the link to her. I'm gonna put her TikTok in the description so you can look up her name because she literally just posted this like a couple hours ago. So if you want to go ahead and finish watching those parts, you can. But I can't. I can't react to the rest of it because my fucking storage is low. But I hope you guys like this video, and I will see y'all on day 8 of Vlogmas. Bye.